It's getting pretty obvious that the world is heating up. We're consuming fossil fuels at ever-increasing rates, and if we don't act before they run out, we're going to get burnt.
One of the ways scientists and politicians are looking to combat climate change is by developing carbon-neutral biofuels. Some of the most commonly used biofuels today are derived from sugarcane, soybeans, and corn. However, these fuels compete with food crops for arable land, and the other ones that don't require a lot of complicated processing.
A promising alternative is biofuel derived from algae. Algae is more efficient at photosynthesis than traditional plants and can be grown on land that's unsuitable for food production, like the American Southwest.
When you're producing biofuels from algae, you have to make a couple of choices. Firstly, you can either grow algae with a high lipid content to convert into biodiesel, like they do with grease from restaurants, or with a high saccharide content for fermenting into bioethanol, or for direct combustion.
You also have to choose how you're going to grow it. Algae can either be grown in open ponds or in closed photobioreactors. Open ponds are a lot cheaper to build and maintain, but photobioreactors produce much higher yields per area. It's kind of like comparing a farm to a greenhouse.
Depending on what fuel type you want and how you want to grow it, you'll have to decide to grow either micro or macroalgae. Microalgae is a single-celled organism, and macroalgae is more commonly known as seaweed.
You also have the option of coupling algae production with other technologies to make it more environmentally friendly. Algae can be grown in domestic wastewater. This not only provides the algae with nutrients, but also treats the water.
Another technique is to aerate the algae with emissions from power plants. This helps the algae to grow faster and sequesters the carbon dioxide. Both of these techniques require significant infrastructure and algae that is bred to cope with these conditions.
There are many obstacles to be overcome before algae-derived biofuels can reach even higher efficiencies and become economically viable on a global scale.
The first major obstacles are economic. High startup costs and production costs discourage investment in new alternative energy sources. Some possible solutions would include changing current energy policies to subsidize the production of renewable energy sources such as biofuels, which will become profitable and competitive in the long run.
Other obstacles, such as maximizing the efficiency of algae-based biofuels, have biological solutions. Desirable characteristics in algae include consistently high yield, resistance to disease and pests, and tolerance of salinity, high temperature, and other environmental pressures. Techniques such as selective breeding and genetic engineering can be used to create strains of algae with these characteristics and that convert light energy more efficiently.
The future of biofuels is bright, as long as biology and economics can turn a great idea into an efficient and marketable energy source.